First at 5 on your news leader, the state of Tennessee has blocked an indicted Memphis doctor from prescribing Schedule II drugs like opioids and other addictive medications. But Dr. Sanjeev Kumar is still able to reopen his practice while his case makes its way through the system. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. We've told you about Dr. Kumar in the past, who was indicted back in February on 23 charges, including healthcare fraud and coercing people into sexual acts. WREG Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with Kumar's attorney about why it's important to reopen that clinic. And Shay, what's he telling you tonight?
Well, Greg, Stephanie, to be clear, Dr. Kumar denies any wrongdoing. His attorney telling me this afternoon, really opening that clinic comes down to patients deciding who they want health care from. Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, a gynecologic oncologist, seen here speaking to WREG back in 2017 about a new way of treating his patients.
Certainly no doubt, based on the media in this case, that everybody's aware of the government side of the story and the allegations there. And if a patient still elects to see Dr. Kumar because the treatment they received, they believe is appropriate, that is something that every individual in the United States should be able to decide to do. And that's really what the judge's ruling means here.
In filings submitted by Kumar's attorney, it cited he's one of only 300 specialists nationwide in gynecologic oncology and high-risk pelvic surgery, saying the Poplar Avenue clinic where he practices is the only clinic providing specialized services in a 200-mile radius of Memphis.
Now, there are many different types of specialists here, but that's a relatively rare specialty. While there are people who have that specialty, Dr. Kumar has written and published a wealth of papers. He's had groundbreaking research in this area.
But reopening the clinic comes with stipulations, not reusing single-use scopes. Any and all new patients must be notified that Dr. Kumar is looking at charges so they can decide if they want to receive health care from him. Dr. Kumar also cannot perform hysteroscopies. They must be referred to another doctor. What do you say to those patients or people who say they are, his victims, and they see that he's able to reopen and they're not very happy about it?
Well, I think that the people who saw Dr. Kumar can make up their own mind about the treatment that they received.
His attorney, Ron Chapman, cited the influence the pretrial publicity has made in the case.
It actually causes people to reframe the way that they thought about their health care.
Okay, so Stephanie, Greg, that clinic is not open yet, but it is expected to reopen in the coming days. Dr. Kumar is expected to be back in court next month. But I do want to go back to, Stephanie, Greg, what you discussed there about those drugs that Kumar is not allowed to prescribe. I talked to his attorney. He says the doctor usually wouldn't be the physician to prescribe those medications. He says other doctors involved in the patient's care would handle that should that need arise. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
Still a lot of moving parts in this case. Shay, thanks.